Hey everybody, welcome back to Art and Actuality. I am back out on the road again, and I am just doing a quick video about motivation, keeping your attention on things. A lot of what people talk about in spiritual practices and meditation practices is having the ability to maintain conscious attention, right? Like there's a meditation that some people do on a candle flame. I think there's other ones where you just do like single pointedness and stuff like that, or labeling, or where you watch your breath. So you can sit there and you can breathe in and breathe out and just be conscious of your breath the whole time. These are different ways to maintain conscious attention, and to be honest, just saying these things makes me want to go back and try some of these things, because lately I've been writing a really difficult paper for a PhD that I'm trying to pursue. And I've been using everything from Pomodoro timers to productivity journals to adding tasks in between for Novelty, which is actually what that painting was that I posted pretty recently. Just things like that, where it's like you want to keep yourself going when it's a task that a lot of people will, maybe struggle to do because it requires a lot of time away from other things. It requires a lot of just a lot of conscious attention for extended periods of time, right? So, and as a teacher, I experienced a lot of trying to help students stay on track and keep them on task, right? And so as an adult, dealing with that, it's kind of difficult, but at the end of the day, I just try to find ways to make things more engaging, and that's something that I am really, really determined to make work. So let me just do a little bit of an affirmation here, and I think you could use this too, and let's turn this into a short guided meditation. I think that'd be a good idea. So here we go. So sit down in a comfortable space. You can be sitting, you could be lying down, probably not standing up unless you have to be, right? And make yourself comfortable, and we're going to start. I'm going to show you some of this soothing rain that's going on right now. Okay, so take one deep breath in, take a deep breath out, take a deep breath in, hold it for 5 seconds, and take a deep breath out, all the way out. And again, we're going to take a deep breath all the way in. Hold it for 5 seconds, and take a deep breath all the way out. And now just breathe normal, and try to pay attention to the top of your head, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, arms, torso, your chest, stomach. And as you think of each body part, try to relax more and more, more and more. Your thighs, your calves. Imagine your muscles just releasing and just feeling more relaxed than you felt all day, maybe all week. And just keep breathing normal. Don't think too much about your breath, but just take normal, natural breaths. Pay attention to your feet and maybe wiggle them around a little bit, relax a little bit. Think about a task that you have been putting off. Think about, actually imagine yourself sitting down, pulling out a pen and paper if it involves a pen and paper, pulling out a phone if it involves making a phone call. Imagine yourself either using your computer or your paper or your phone. Maybe you're driving and running errands, right? You're on your way to complete that task. You get there to wherever it is that you do this task, and you start in and you start to do the thing. If it's a phone call, you're on the phone and things are going really, really well. They're positive and you're having a nice, calm, and pleasant phone call. If it's a computer that you're working on, you've turned it on, you put a podcast on, some music in the background or something, you opened up a notepad, mapped out your task, and you started, and you are getting some things done. You've already written down what the steps are going to be, and you're starting on step 1. Maybe step 1 is compile important documents. You're looking through, maybe you look through your home office, you found all the documents you need. Maybe some of them are on your computer, you've located those and you put them in a folder so you can find them easily, right? And maybe you have to send an email to request something. So you write a note about that, you open up your email, open up a composition, find the email for the person you need to email, right? Maybe it's in your email history if it's a work-related thing, right? Find the email and you draft an email. Maybe save it in draft so you don't have too much anxiety over it, right? Start working on that thing, right? Paper. You gotta write something down. Maybe you have to write something. Maybe you have to just write a sentence just to start off. What's the first thing on your mind? Write that down. Doesn't matter. You can always erase it or start over, right? On a new sheet of paper, right? Or a new document. That's fine. We just want to basically start the flow. We want to start the flow in the most relaxing and non-stressful way possible. We want to pick up the phone. We want to find that number for that errand that we've got a call about, or that person we need to reach. We find the contact and we say, you know, this is going to be a great, pleasant phone call. I'm not going to let myself be stressed because it's not that big of a deal, right? And keep paying attention to your breath. Imagine yourself picking up that phone and dialing it, making that phone call. Oh, you got put on hold, but the music is nice. Ah, that's great. Vibe to that music. Imagine yourself vibing to that music. Oh, somebody says hello. And they handle your issue promptly and quickly, much to your amazement. That wasn't so hard, right? And now you feel amazing, right? You feel very accomplished because you did something that you knew you might not have done that day, right? Today, for instance, right? Now you're on a roll. Maybe it's time to do another task, right? Go ahead and look on your to-do list. What else can you knock out? Oh, here's an easy one, right? Just got to send an email to someone. Let's open up that email. Let's send it. Draft it real quick. Maybe you can use ChatGPT to write your email for you, right? That'd be fun. Check it for errors. Hit send. 2 items done. That feels great. That feels great. I feel like if it were me, I'd be feeling more and more relaxed. More and more relaxed. Taking a deep breath in, all the way and holding it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way out until all your air is expelled from your lungs. And breathing back in naturally. Maybe we've got an extended task we've got to do, right? Like my writing that I'm talking about. So I open up the computer. I put some binaural beats on. Some rain sounds like I'm hearing already naturally today. And what else? Let's see. How about we block out all the distractions? I have a thing called Block Site. You can download that. Just Google Block Site. And you can block sites like Facebook or YouTube, even though this is on YouTube, right? But when we're doing a task, we're probably not going to watch this, right? Or at least after we get done watching this and we're going to do a task, you can block off YouTube if you want to. You can block off Facebook, any other sites that you feel are a distraction, right? Maybe Twitter or something. And then you can put on some headphones, get out that to-do list, and maybe it's a to-do list for the writing project, right? You pull that out. You start to type the first sentence, and you like what you see. Not bad. Okay, what can we add to that? All right, let's add another sentence. The next logical point that we want to make in the writing assignment, right? Maybe there's a list of instructions from an instructor, right? We can look at that. We can see what they want to see in that assignment. Okay, so let's go look that up. We're going to look that up. Oh, that was easy. We found an article right away, right? We read the information on the findings. We went down and we looked through some of the specifics on the study. Made sure that it actually was relevant to what we're trying to research or what we're doing an assignment on, right? Like that it's not some unrelated thing, right? Okay, well now we understand the main points and things. We've jotted all that down. We can word that in a way that makes sense for our assignment, right? Or for our paper, or for our article. Maybe you have to do a blog post, right? Are you a social media person for a company? They do a lot of blog posts. You know what I like to do? Instead of having ChatGPT write the whole thing for me, I go in there and I take something I've already written and ask it to rewrite it and reword it so it's more relatable or more lighthearted or something like that, or more funny or a little more kind of playful or exciting or something like that. I like to do those kinds of things. Maybe even ask it to come up with some examples, right, of things, and then you can look those things up, verify those things, ask it to give you references, look those references up, verify those references, decide if it's better than what you wrote in the first place. If it's not, then just keep what you wrote. These are just things you can do, right? It actually adds novelty to a task, at least the first time. After the first time, it's not as new. So that's just a point, just FYI, if you're trying to use novelty to make things easier to approach. I think that's what I'm going to title this video. Using novelty to make things easier to approach. Right? Cheers.